fight. How do you think it's going to play out with the Dubois-Parker fight?
I think Parker is a clever boxer. Obviously a better boxer and a tougher boxer than Danny Dubois. I think he'll weather the storm of because sometimes you get fighters that are really good at messing you about, really good at surviving, just boxing on the back foot, and I think he'll drag the fight out long. There's no way he's going to knock Daniel out. I'd be very surprised if he did, but I think he beats him on points.
But
surprise, surprise, surprise. There is the surprising prediction by Johnny Nelson as he predicts Joseph Parker will beat Daniel Dubois on points. Okay, let me counterpunch. This is surprising because, a lot of British boxers, commentators, former fighters, now commentators, they pretty much stick with their own. But in this case, Johnny Nelson is going against the streams by picking Joseph Parker. Okay. And I can understand why he does. I mean, if you take the dangers of Zhilei Zhang, the punching power of Zhilei Zhang, the chin of Zhilei Zhang, not the gas tank. Negative that. We have a tough customer in Joseph Parker. Okay, Joseph Parker has already redeemed himself morally with the Joe Joyce win. I mean, that was his silver lining. He got stopped the first time he got stopped in his career by Joe Joyce. But Joe Joyce gets knocked out by Zhilei Zhang, and he goes 12 rounds with Zhilei Zhang. So he had to put up a lot dealing with Zhilei Zhang. The question is, how much can he take from Daniel Dubois being the overall, younger, fresher fighter in a sense, okay? Their similar opponent, or common opponent, should I say, is Joe Joyce. And, it was a tough fight for both guys. Joe just does what Joe does, and Joe knows Joe. But no, seriously, I do think that this is a surprising thing, but it's doable. It's realistic. Joe Parker, I don't see him knocking out Danny Dubois either. Now, it would be a surprise if he could. You know what I mean? I think Dubois would quit before he gets knocked out. His thing isn't his chin. His thing is his resistance and his heart. Or like Philip Hergovic says, his bulls. Right? So I think that Joseph Parker could win an upset. But it's just surprising hearing it from Johnny Nelson. He may get a little flack about it. I said a little, not a lot. If it was AJ, it would be a lot. Since it's Danny Dubois, it's little. Okay, for picking Joseph Parker over Daniel Dubois. But again, it makes sense, and I can understand him based on his track record. He's able to weather the storm. He's able to come out of that fire, and he's able to put that fire out. Okay, that's Joseph Parker. He is a tough customer. Shout out to Samoa in the building, right? But you guys tell me what you think of Johnny Nelson's prediction on Joseph Parker versus Daniel Triple D Dubois. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!